Why should those things for millions of Americans be sacrificed in favor of your agenda for radical climate change?
Senator, I know that there's like 1.9 jobs for every American in the country right now, so I know there's a lot of jobs.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you're telling me we've got too many jobs in the country?
Well, I'm saying that we don't have enough people. That's why we are having a hard time finding folks to work at our department.
You're sitting here and telling me that we have too many jobs in this country? Are you serious?
And that is the Hot Topic Buzz. That was Interior Secretary Deb Haaland defending her decision to shut down a Minnesota critical mineral mine because there's already a lot of jobs available to Americans. If you read the data, job openings are actually near a 2-year low. We just talked about the JOLTS number. Layoffs, meanwhile, are rising. The Biden administration is refusing to acknowledge this. Watch this.
Layoffs have been increasing from companies, from a wide range of companies.
But look, I just laid out the data, what we've seen, even as layoffs remain low, it still remains low. We want to see a market that is actually transitioning into stable and steady growth, and that's what we're seeing.
Adam, your thought. I love when Karine Jean-Pierre tries to act like an economic expert. It's something.
Yeah, well, you have to always listen very closely when she starts throwing numbers around, because a lot of times those numbers don't quite add up to what you think. But I think this whole conversation, the various clips that we've just heard, Maria, what I think it really boils down to is two very different ways of viewing government. Republicans want government out of the kitchen. Democrats, actually, they want the government to come in, buy the food, cook the meal, and clean the dishes on your way out the door, and let us know when you come back again. So two very fundamental ways of looking at government.
Yeah. Joe, what do you say?
Look, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. These job markets are a disaster for everyday Americans, and nothing this administration says makes any sense. They say they want to compete with China, and meanwhile, they're trying to shut down the mineral plants that we need in order to make sure we have those rare earth minerals to actually make the chips they say they want to make. It is a disaster. Up is down, left is right, and these people will continue lying to us if we let them all the way until Election Day and beyond.
Well, I mean, listen, if you don't shut down mineral plants in America, you can't give the business to China, I guess, right?
Well, it's absolutely insane. And again, if China is the threat, if we recognize that getting on our knees and begging Argentina and Venezuela for oil production is probably a bad thing, and that allowing China to monopolize these markets is the bad thing, we need American energy independence. We need American chip independence. And the people who are supposed to be in charge of the policy are doing everything humanly possible to prevent us from actually making sure America can carry the day.